Alright guys, today I'm going to show you one of my favorite recipes. It's very simple, it's very cost effective as well, and hopefully I'll be ready in about 20 minutes. That's what I'm aiming for. So I've got a whole chicken. I'm not going to use the whole chicken, I'm going to use just the breast and the bones, and I'm going to keep the legs for another meal. I've got some butternut squash, some sweet potato, peppers, onions, shallots, lime, coriander, ginger, chili, and tomatoes. And what I'm going to do is that simple. I'm just going to fry off the butternut squash, the onions, the shallots, and the sweet potato and the peppers. That's gonna be the side dish. And I'm going to fry off the chicken breast, but I'm also going to make a miso sauce, and I'm going to use some roasted black sesame seeds, some mirin, which is a Japanese sweet rice seasoning. I'm going to use some pure butter ghee, which is clarified butter as far as I know, and also I'm going to use some sushi ginger, which is you meant to eat sushi ginger when you eat sushi and you want to cleanse your palate, but I like to use it in meals actually, because I really like the flavor of it. All right, anyway, I'm going to start with what takes the longest is the butternut squash and the sweet potato. Just wash my hands because I just touched the chicken. Alright, so let's start with the butternut squash and the sweet potato. Come on, you can do it. I turn on. Yes. So high heat, which I'm going to add some ghee, the butternut squash and the sweet potato I'm going to slice into julienne. So if you think what is he talking about, so this is julienne, thin slices, and I've been a bit too why is my chopping board moving? So guys, slice the butternut squash into thin slices, so it's going to cook very quickly. And that's probably enough for the two of us. So I've used about not even 1/4 of a butternut squash. I use this for something else, the rest. So butternut squash is done. I've got 2 tiny sweet potatoes that I've peeled previously. I'm going to slice them exactly the same way, or at least I'll try. After all, it's Friday night, obviously. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, 6:30. So I'm just after work, trying to create a nice and tasty dinner. So second sweet potato goes in, and chop it up. So I'm going to fry this off with the onions, the ginger and garlic and the shallots. I'm going to start with the butternut squash and the sweet potato. And as always, why am I doing this? I just want to encourage people who don't normally cook, don't know how to cook. Just show them, you know, look, it's quite easy. Just do this, it's that simple. That's gonna smoke. Alright, so I just turned the extraction on. Ginger, I use quite a bit of ginger, and hopefully you can hear me. Okay, so I'm going to be quite heavy on ginger. Okay, ginger is quite so as you can see, the ginger is quite roughly chopped. So ginger goes in, and then so does the garlic. Not too worried about the garlic being super fine. Then next the shallots. That's it, shallots go in. And the onions. All right. So onions are in as well. Happy days. And of course the pepper. Lovely. Oi. Okay, pepper goes in. That's it, pepper is in. So, seasoning for the butternut squash and sweet potato is just salt and pepper. That's it. I'm using a salt and pepper mix. And while this is cooking, I can get on with the chicken. So I just do that. I've got a whole chicken here, which I'm going to turn into 2 meals. So I've got my lovely chicken. As you can see, I just cut the skin, break the backbone, and that's it. Legs are off. I'm going to use just the breast meat. So I'm going to cut, you see where the bone is in the middle, I've just cut there. There is the wishbone here, which I'm not too worried about. I'll just move my knife around the bones, just like so. There is a joint where the wishbone is, and there is a joint where the wing is. Try not to cut the joint because you will have bone fractures, which you don't want. And that's one of the wishbones out. Easy. Let's go for the second breast. Again, I'll just cut my breast meat just next to the bone. I'm not trying to leave too much meat on the bone. And there is my joint, so I don't actually have to use my knife. What I'm trying to do is just get rid of the bones. Done. And then here I am with 2 large breasts. Okay, so I'm going to remove the wing, which again you don't have to cut anything, you just have to locate the joint and the wing is off. I'll do the same for the second one. Again, the joint is here. Happy days. And this is huge. Wow. I'll just butterfly the... Oh, there is some bone I can feel. So, just butterfly the breast so it's all the same thickness throughout. That makes it easier to cook. Again, a large chicken can feed 4 people really. Again, I'll just butterfly the second breast so the thickness is equal, and that's about it. So the legs I'm going to keep, and the wings. The legs and the wings I'm going to keep for a different occasion. The carcass I'm going to use to make a sauce. So in it goes. The butternut squash and the sweet potato is almost cooked already. It doesn't take a long time at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer this into a plate. So it's not quite cooked, but it's almost there. Amazing already. So I just transfer this on a plate. I'm gonna use the same pan to cook the chicken breast. Meanwhile, this piece of carcass, I'm just going to brown it off with some olive oil, and I'm going to create a sauce for the chicken. Today I'm using Cornish sea salt, and I'm quite generous with the salt. And that's all the seasoning I'm using for this one. My pan is ready for the chicken, and this pan I'm just going to add some hot water away from the heat. Just like so. Okay, so we are 20 minutes in, but it shouldn't take much longer than this. So, yes, I'm just going to add some oil on the chicken. Extraction on. Chicken goes in. Skin side down. Amazing. And then I still have one garlic, which I'm going to use with the chicken breast. A bit later. And some cherry tomatoes. Lovely. And some chili. That's it. And I've got some lime as well, just to season things. And I'm going to finish everything with coriander and the sushi ginger. And once I'm happy with the chicken, I'm going to add some mirin to the chicken as well, and the black sesame seeds. All right. Okay, this is just going to give some extra flavor to my sauce, and also cook off the rest of the meat that's on the bone, which I don't like to waste anyway. Lovely. So I didn't turn the meat, I've just moved it around a bit, just to make sure that it gets equal heat. Now you can see slowly all the meat is getting cooked. This point I'm going to turn it over. You can see that the skin is nice and crispy. I'm going to add some mirin. And I'm going to add the garlic, the chili, and the tomatoes. So now this is the finishing part to cook the chicken. This is not going to take long at all. And we have a nice and crispy skin. I'm going to add some lime juice for sure. Definitely coriander. But I'm going to add the coriander to the garnish. Why is this moving? It shouldn't move. Okay, so coriander is chopped. This I don't need anymore. Okay, so chicken is getting cooked. Lovely. Yeah, that's what you want to see. So I'm aiming for a nice and juicy chicken breast. I'm just going to add some black sesame seeds. Nice. And a bit of ghee. And lime. Lovely. All right, so chicken is almost done. At this point, oh, ghee. Just smell the ghee. Amazing. Lovely. Okay guys, so this is getting cooked through. Amazing flavor. So, sauce. I just cooked off the carcass, which I'm going to keep for the meat. I'm going to reduce it a bit. The chicken breast is done, I'm pretty sure, but I'm going to double check anyway with my trusty probe. Okay, so it's almost there. It needs another 3-4 minutes, I would say. Which is perfect. Wow, this is getting ridiculous. Amazing. Almost there. And at this point I'm going to start to just dress the chicken with the sauce. The sauce is starting to get sticky, which is amazing. Oh my god, the flavor is amazing. Wow. And the skin is still crispy. Okay, so my chicken is cooked. Happy days. I'm just going to transfer the chicken for now, so the chicken can rest, and I'll go back to my garnish. So garnish is back to the pan with all the flavors. My sauce has been reduced slightly, not overly. I'm going to add my miso paste. I'll just let it dissolve. Love miso. So this is absorbing all the flavors from the chicken. Remember, this is your butternut squash, sweet potato and peppers with onions and shallots. Fully cooked already. Amazing. Oh my god. Miso goes in. And I'll just heat it through, reduce it, build up flavor. Wow. I'm just going to add my coriander to the mix. Wow. That's it. Simples. Just like that. Then my chicken breast, which is amazing and sticky. Wow. Okay guys, look at this. Bit of cherry tomato on the top. Sticky sauce goes in. What do you say? Let's add some sushi ginger, which is supposed to be a palate cleanser, but in our case this is going to add to all the flavor and it's going to be amazing. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this recipe and I hope that you are going to try to do this or something similar, and I hope that I have inspired you to cook something. So guys, see you on the next one, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.